YouTube, this is Yasso, and in this video series I will be going over ErinYES's and her role on the team. So first off, let's go over her moveset. On her A1, she attacks one enemy and has a 90% chance of placing a 5% poison debuff for 2 turns. When you have her A1 booked, it does go to 100%, so every time she does her A1, she'll be putting up like a poison debuff. On her A2, it attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance of increasing the duration of all debuffs on the target by 1 turn. And when you do have this book out, it does become a 100% chance. So basically it's a 100% chance of increasing the duration of all debuffs on the target. On her A3, she attacks one enemy and places a block buff debuff for 2 turns. So a little about her A3, it's not as viable as you want it to be when you're battling against a Void Affinity Clanboss, but once you battle non-Void Affinity, then the Clanboss will put up an increased attack buff on itself. So on your team, if you're not running someone like Rosin Scarhide or another champion that can strip off the buff, then ErinYES's A3 is actually quite helpful here because it prevents the Demon Lord from putting up that increased attack buff. Basically, it helps the overall survivability of your entire team. So, in terms of just poison itself, then there are better poisoners than ErinYES. However, she is the only poisoner with this unique utility on her A2, which is a guaranteed debuff extender. So she becomes really powerful on a team when you pair her with another debuff extender like Septimus or Bulwark. So Septimus and Bulwark is a really love-hate relationship. Their buff extension is really RNG, meaning that sometimes you will love them or sometimes you will hate them because they're just not consistent enough when it comes to extending debuffs. And adding an additional note to this, during a Clanboss battle, your goal should be to survive the longest time possible. This means that the debuffs that you want on the Clanboss at all times is the decreased attack debuff. Let's say you're running a Jirag or Tyrell, and even when they're paired with Septimus or Bulwark, then you'll still sometimes see that decreased attack debuff drop off, which means that that's the end of the battle. Well, this is where ErinYES comes into the team. She is the poisoner, so she does damage, and she also supports the team by further extending debuffs with her A2. When she does this, it gives champions like Septimus or Bulwark more chances to proc additional debuff extension. Plus, it helps keep debuffs like the decreased attack to stay on the Clanboss just in case it ever falls off and your attack down champion can't seem to put it back on the Clanboss. So her role is not only to put up the poison, she actually helps the team survive by further extending debuffs and blocking buffs. Alright, so let's go over her gears. I have on my ErinYES the lifesteal set and accuracy set. Basically, you want lifestyle on her because you want her to heal herself for 30% of the damage dealt, which helps her self-sustain. It keeps her alive. You also want accuracy on her because you want her to be able to land her debuffs. For the gears, I have defense percentage for both gauntlets and chest plates, and she's in speed boots. For accessories, I'm running defensive accessories, so flat defense on both the necklace and amulet, and then for the banner, I'm using the accuracy banner. For her stats, I have ErinYES at 26k HP, 2.6k attack, 2.9k defense, 174 speed, 80 critical rate, 76 critical damage, 102 resistance, and 283 accuracy. So for Clanboss, you want to get your defense to as close to 3k as possible. I got my ErinYES pretty close to that. She's about 11 defensive short off of that 3k stats. And you want their accuracy above 200. For Nightmare, it's above 200. If you're battling Ultra Nightmare, then you want to push 250 or higher. With 250 stats or higher, your debuffs will land a lot more consistently. For her masteries, I'm using the offense tree and support tree. So for the offense tree, I'm going straight down all the way to War Master. And then for the support tree, I'm going all the way to get Master Hexer. So for War Master, the reason why you want that is because every time ErinYES's attacks the Clanboss, she has a 60% chance to deal additional damage. For the support tree, the reason why we chose Master Hexer is because it has a 30% chance of extending the durations of any debuff casted by this champion by one turn. Basically, ErinYES is already putting up a lot of poisons, so with this mastery on her, she has a 30% chance of further increasing those poisons. On the background, I have my Nightmare Clanboss battle. If you take a look at the top left, look at the debuffs. You can see that ErinYES, when paired with Septimus, does do a really good job at keeping the debuffs up. And this doesn't happen all the time, but this is also not rare. It happens quite frequently that you will get a pretty good amount of debuff extenders up on the Clanboss. After this ErinYES and Septimus Nightmare run, I have also included a video of a Nightmare run with Bulwark. And at the end of this YouTube video, I have also included some screenshots I had done previously on both Nightmare and Ultra Nightmare Clanboss. If you like the video, please click the like button and let me know in the comments on how I can further improve my content and what else you would like to see. Thank you.